this is actually where one of the main laws of the universe, the primary laws, comes into play. And this is known as the law of balance and harmony. And it is crucial to understand this. This is a law that will have a cascading effect in your life. Not just something that will have little effects in your life, but can create wholesale changes if you actually embrace it. You see, the law of balance and harmony is trying to keep things in harmony at all times, and goes to work in harmonizing things when they're out of balance. Now, the way it does this is, again, from the inner world to the outer world. What it means is that if your inner world and outer world are out of balance, balancing forces have to come in order to bring balance back. So if your inner state is one way and your physical environment matches what that inner state is, as in they line up, then balance has been restored and harmony has been restored as well, or is being maintained. It doesn't matter if it's in the positive or negative direction. Do not be confused by the word harmony meaning like good or peaceful or calm. That's not what it means in this case. It means just harmonizing with whatever frequency you've been putting out, right? So for example, if you've been thinking from a fear-based place and you've been feeling fear, then the harmonizing of that in the physical are things that are the equivalent of fear. That is how it balances, because it's matching what you've been doing in the inner world. And so our job is to actually get ourselves out of balance by thinking better, by feeling better, and we will go over some tools to do this. And then there's only two ways for things to balance when you do this. The first way is the trap most people fall into, because they start doing this and, they start feeling good, they start thinking better, they start actually committing to this, and then something happens. And now they're not feeling so good anymore. They're not thinking so well. A trigger comes up and it completely throws them for a loop. And so their thoughts and their feelings go back to the equivalent of their physical environment, and balance has been maintained. So if you've come up here and your physical environment is here, you've now come back down to match your physical circumstances. So the balancing forces go, okay, balance and harmony has been maintained. But what happens if you maintain the inner state? You keep feeling good no matter what. You keep thinking the best thought that you can reach for as often as you can, and you do not get sucked back down here. Well, there's only one other way in which balance can be maintained. This has to come up. Your physical circumstances have to change. Now, this one takes longer, like I mentioned, because even though energy and matter are of a like kind, they're at different rates of vibration, and it takes more concentrated energy in order to change the physical. And so this one happens pretty quickly, because your thoughts and your energy just go right back down to meet the environment as it is. But if you want to change the environment, you have to ignore the sense data of your physical world. You have to have more faith in the vision, in the positive and everything else than the current physical circumstances.